The continents were once united as a single landmass called Pangaea, which existed about 335 million years ago. As Pangaea began to break apart due to continental drift, the landmasses separated, eventually forming the continents we know today. The part of Pangaea that would later become the African continent remained a central region where life thrived. After millions of years of geological shifts, this landmass became the Africa we recognize today, home to the first Earthlings. Humanity's origin story is woven with threads of blackness, stretching from the first spark of life to the diverse world we know today. The first goddess, a being of immense melanin, walked the earth long before the complex societies and civilizations we study. This primal figure was the ancestor of all humans, carrying within them the genetic code that would give birth to the entirety of humankind. As we trace our steps back to this beginning, we find that the entire planet, at its inception, was black, much like the universe around us. The planet Earth itself, in its infancy, was a dark, fertile ground, metaphorically and literally. The peoples who first roamed its surfaces were melanin-rich, their dark skin perfectly attuned to the harshness of the sun and the forces of nature that surrounded them. Melanin, that magical substance, acted as a natural superpower, regulating their bodies' reactions to the sun, enhancing their connection to the earth, and acting as a conduit for an electromagnetic charge that surged through them. In them, electricity, magnetism, dark matter, and dark energy combined to birth a race of beings who held divine qualities. These first people, blessed by cosmic forces, knew they were part of something much larger, something that connected them to the entire universe. Anthropological studies consistently show that the oldest human remains were discovered in Africa, affirming the continent's pivotal role as the birthplace of humanity. All evidence points back to the East African Rift as the cradle of humanity. Genetic studies have added profound depth to this understanding, tracing every human being alive today back to a single maternal ancestor, known as mitochondrial Eve. This ancient woman, who lived in Africa around 200,000 years ago or older, is not just a figure of scientific importance. She symbolizes the ultimate matriarch from whom all humans are descended. The significance of mitochondrial Eve takes on even greater meaning when viewed through the lens of Black women today, whose presence across the globe echoes this ancient lineage. Mitochondrial DNA, mtDNA, is a type of genetic material passed down exclusively from mother to child, unchanged except for occasional mutations over generations. It not only allows scientists to trace the maternal lineage of all living humans back to a single woman, known as mitochondrial Eve, who lived in Africa around 150,000 to 200,000 years ago, but it also plays a vital role in powering our cells. Mitochondria, often called the powerhouses of the cell, generate energy in the form of ATP, adenosine triphosphate, which fuels the body's essential functions, from muscle movement to brain activity. This makes mitochondrial DNA the keeper of both our genetic history and the source of life-sustaining energy. The Black woman, as a descendant of mitochondrial Eve, represents the living embodiment of humanity's origin, resilience, and the power that drives human existence. At the Temple of Hathor in Dendera, Egypt, lies a celestial masterpiece, the Dendera Zodiac, an ancient carving that maps out the stars and the astrological forces that were believed to govern the cosmos. In the center of this magnificent depiction sits the goddess Tehert, a hippopotamus deity symbolizing fertility, creation, and the nurturing forces of life. To the ancient Egyptians, Tehert represented the divine energy of the Black woman, her presence, her womb, and her sacred role in birthing the universe. Tehert, with her strong melanin-rich form, was a cosmic mother, embodying the boundless potential of creation. Her image is a powerful metaphor for the Black woman as the origin of all things, much like mitochondrial Eve is to the genetic lineage of humanity. Tehert's placement at the center of the zodiac underscores the idea that the universe itself was birthed from the melanin-enriched essence of blackness, with the Black woman's divine energy woven into the fabric of existence. As the stars encircle her in the Dendera zodiac, Tehert stands as a symbol of both cosmic and earthly forces in harmony. Her embodiment of the universe's fertile, life-giving forces reminds us that the universe itself is born through the Black woman's sacred power. Tahert's role in the heavens reflects the ancient understanding that creation, whether of the stars, the earth, or humanity, begins with her. In this way, the ancient Egyptians saw the black woman not just as a human mother, but as the cosmic mother of all life, a divine creator whose melanin, the very essence of life, connects her to the stars and to the forces that govern the universe. Throughout history, the image of the black woman and her son has been a foundational and sacred archetype in religious and spiritual systems across the world. This universal motif, seen from Africa to Europe, Asia, and beyond, underscores the significance of the black woman as a divine mother figure, nurturing, protective, and central to creation, while her son represents the sacred connection between humanity and the divine. The black woman, venerated as the source of life, carries the essence of creation itself, and her relationship with her son symbolizes the continuity of life, power, and spiritual legacy. In African cosmology, the divine mother-child connection is deeply rooted in spiritual traditions. Among the Yoruba, the goddess Yemaya is revered as the mother of all, her son Orunmila embodying wisdom and the order of the universe. In Kemetic, ancient Egyptian tradition, this archetype is most famously represented by Isis, Auset, and her son Horus, Heru. Isis, a black goddess of fertility, magic, and motherhood, was widely worshipped for her divine ability to nurture life and heal. Horus, her son, is seen as a symbol of kingship, protection, and the bridge between the mortal and divine realms. This powerful pairing of mother and son reflects the eternal cycle of birth, death, and rebirth, with the black woman as the sacred portal through which life enters the world. The veneration of the black woman and her son spread far beyond Africa, finding echoes in other parts of the world. Perhaps the most striking example of this is the Black Madonna and Child, a representation of the Virgin Mary and Jesus that appears in numerous Catholic churches, especially in Europe. These statues and icons often depict Mary as a melanated woman, holding her infant son, and are believed to possess miraculous powers. From Poland's Our Lady of Częstochowa to France's Notre Dame de la Dorade, the Black Madonna is venerated for her protective and maternal qualities, offering solace and strength to those who seek her intercession. The Black Madonna is more than just a symbol of religious piety. She is a testament to the enduring presence of the black woman in global spiritual traditions. Her image reflects an ancient recognition of the divine feminine's power, particularly in relation to childbirth, nurturing, and sustaining life. Just as African cultures revered the black woman as the source of life, the Black Madonna embodies this same universal truth, standing as a sacred figure who transcends cultural and religious boundaries. The Pope's reverence for the Black Madonna highlights the Catholic Church's acknowledgement of the divine role of the black woman in spiritual history. This veneration can be traced back to early Christianity, which, influenced by African and Mediterranean spiritual systems, carried forward the image of the black woman as a sacred mother. Many scholars suggest that the Black Madonna represents an adaptation of older African goddesses, like Isis, whose image and worship spread across the Roman Empire and into early Christian thought. The Catholic Church continues to celebrate this legacy today through the veneration of the Black Madonna, who symbolizes both the human and divine aspects of motherhood. For the Pope and many Catholics, the Black Madonna represents the essence of Mary as the mother of all humanity. Across different religions and cultures, the archetype of the black woman and her son persists as a symbol of creation, life, and divine connection. Whether in the form of Yemaya and Orunmila, Isis and Horus, or the Black Madonna and Child, the black woman stands as the universal mother figure, embodying the power of melanin, the essence of life, and the wisdom of the ages. Her son, whether depicted as a god, king, or savior, represents the future, the continuation of her divine legacy, and the manifestation of her spiritual gifts. Together, the black woman and her son symbolize the profound unity between the physical and spiritual realms, between humanity and the divine, a relationship that has been revered in religions around the world for millennia. In early development, all human embryos begin with female characteristics. Around the 6th week, if the embryo has a Y chromosome, a gene activates that causes male organs to form. The penis unfolds from the same tissue that would have become the clitoris in females, and the scrotum develops from what would have been the labia. This shows that both male and female bodies share a common foundation, with all life starting from a feminine form.